Hey, and welcome back to Brandy's Place. Thanks for tuning in as usual. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, definitely press the subscribe button. If you'd like notifications on when I actually make new videos, of course, hit the little bell so you can receive those notifications on a daily basis or whenever I decide to make a video. Again, hi, welcome back. So excited that you're actually tuning in today. I think in my last video I mentioned that I was going to wash my hair, and so I wanted to do a lock update, of course. So as you can see, I've already washed my hair. I wanted to hurry up. I have to get ready for work tomorrow, and you know that locks take forever to dry. So it's already kind of late in the evening, so I may have to sit under the dryer for a little bit, but hopefully I've dried it enough to where I won't have to sit under too long, because I just don't like to put the heat on my hair. But at any rate, so I washed my hair, of course, and did some conditioning. As you can see, it's kind of, I know this is probably the worst lighting and the worst I guess angle, but sorry, my bad. Maybe next time it'll be a little bit better. But at any rate, so here's my hair, freshly washed. You can kind of see it here, and I kind of got it tucked to the side so I can get to it. So what I'm doing is retwisting. So I wash with TGIN, thank God it's natural. Did a quick wash with that moisturizing shampoo. It's sulfate free, kind of like it. It's from Target. And then I did a conditioner. It's actually a tea tree conditioner from Trader Joe's, and when I was a free natural, I would use that to do my co-washes, because it has the tea tree, so it has the tingling, and actually it's good for cleansing the scalp. So I did a wash with that, and then I followed up with the TGIN moisturizing conditioner as well, and kind of left that on for a little bit, and then did the rinse with the cool water. So here I am, freshly washed, and as you can see, I've done a little bit of the back of my hair so far. So what I'm doing is I'm retwisting, and I'm retwisting without any product and without the clips. Sometimes I like to use the clips, but I kind of prefer without if I can. So what I'm doing is using the method where I'll show you here. Let me grab 2 strands. And I am not that particular. I know there are some young ladies and some gentlemen that come through and they use the comb and get all the little hairs and make sure everything is perfect. I am not that person, just because I simply don't have the time. So when I am retwisting, is usually I'm like, I got to get it done. So what I am doing today, and I think I've done this video before as far as my retwists are concerned, so if you take a look back at some of the other videos, you can definitely check that out, but I'll show you a couple here. I wanted to leave those out and show you actually what I'm doing tonight. So here I am, and my hair is a little bit dry at the root, because I made sure to towel, well, not towel dry, I use a t-shirt to dry my hair, but it's fairly dry here at the scalp. The only thing that's kind of, really moist are the actual lock strands themselves. So hoping that will kind of, dry up a little bit faster. But I'm going to re-wet just slightly, or dampen the root of my hair, because I don't want a lot of breakage and everything. So I'm doing that. And what I'm using is my mixture of distilled water, rose water, had some glycerin, apricot oil, and I think a little bit of lavender in there to give it a little bit of scent. So I use that sometimes to re-moisturize my hair throughout the week, or if I just want to do a retwist, I'll use it on my hair. So I started my lock journey with palm rolling, and so that's kind of what I've been doing to maintain it myself. I thought about using the actual locking tool, but I decided that might be too much, especially when you're in the jam. So this is what I do, how I do mine, and it may not be like anyone else's, I don't know, but that's what I do. So as you can see, those two little strands. And so the trick is, and I had to learn this, is not to get it too tight at the root, because we don't want that breakage. We don't want the pulling of the hair, right? We want to make sure that our scalp is as healthy as possible. So as you can see here, you can see where I just did the twist. And then where my older, I guess, already locked strand is there, the mature lock. So, yeah, so you can kind of see that. So what I'm doing is, for me, my palm rolling is towards my right ear. That's how I remember it. I've kind of listened to a few people, and they're like, well, it doesn't really matter which way you retwist when you're retwisting. It's kind of the same thing. I guess it's just your preference on what it is that you want and how technical you want to be. But for me, it's just easier to remember it that way. And it tends to lay down a little bit better when I do them all in the same direction. So as you can see, so I hear, and now I'm going to twist them the opposite way that I actually palm rolled. So I palm rolled towards my right ear. And now I'm going to twist the opposite way, right? And again, I want to make sure that I'm not twisting too tightly so that my roots can remain healthy. I don't want thin locks. I don't want my locks to thin and fall out and things of that nature. So I was just kind of really careful. And I'm just going like a double strand twist for those that are free naturals or considering locking. I still use a lot of those free natural methods. So double strand twist all the way down to the end. Now, I'm using an old school trick. I won't say it's a trick, but an old school thing. End papers. And the reason I'm using end papers is because I'm also using the perm rods. I just wanted to kind of see what it was going to look like with the twist and the perm rodding. I know what it looked like with the double strand twist. So I just kind of wanted to see if I was going to get the same effect with my locks. So, but as you can see, there are these little grooves on the perm rod. And for my hair, and maybe not for yours, it tends to get caught on those rods. And I'm not rolling them all the way up, just the ends really, because I didn't want to use rubber bands. I've been doing a lot of snipping at the end. I probably shouldn't, but I do. Like as you can see here, there's a little indentation there. I'm kind of anal. I'm sorry when it comes to that stuff. And I snip it off. There are some, as you can see here, like these with these big lumps. I'm trying my best not to cut them, but I think I'm going to cut it up here so there can be a smooth lock all the way down. But I've done that on some of my locks. Let's see if I can find another one here. I digress, huh? This is a great example of one. It was a little bit longer and it has less lumps and bumps now since I cut it. Although I see a place that I probably want to cut it again. But that's just my personal preference. I don't know how that rolls for anybody else, but that's what I want to do. So you got to do what you got to do for your own thing. So anyway, so I'm all the way here. Going to take the end paper, and I just want to protect my ends as much as I can and kind of cut down on the frizz. So that's why I'm using this. And for me, it typically works really well. And just kind of rolling here. Now, when I did my last with the, not the bandeau knots, but the lock knots, I used perm rods on some of them that were just kind of too thick to actually do the lock knot. And that helped. So what I'm doing is just kind of going around here. There's no method. Just kind of here. And of course you want to come in and secure it at the end. Let's see if I can get this here. There we go. And voila, that is it. So that's basically what I'm doing this evening, as you can see. Just going through, doing that double strand method and twisting the hair. So I'll do it one more time, show you here basically what I'm doing. Going to take this moment to dampen the root. And I'm going to come through, do a little bit of my palm rolling here. The palm rolling helps a little bit with frizz, and maybe some more than others. For me, it's kind of iffy. And I do have a lot of strands that kind of tie other locks together, you know what I mean? So you kind of got to separate them as much as you can. So there we go. So I have my two pieces here. There we go. Not making sure they're not too tight. And I'm going to go the opposite way. Opposite way that I actually palm rolled. And I'm just going to basically do a double strand twist all the way down. All right. Now, as you can see, here's one shorter than the other. So I'm still going to use my end paper, but I'm going to turn it the long way to kind of accommodate for that difference in the length of the locks, right? Because I try to pair them all together with something that's similar, but it's not always possible. So here I am, and because that one was a little bit shorter, I am going to have to roll it up the shaft a little bit more, just because this shorter end will actually kind of fall out. So I want to make sure I get that there. And I'm sorry, like I said, it's not the best angle this evening. Please forgive me. I'll do better next time. So basically, that's it. So I am going to complete the rest of my hair. And that's basically it. I'll actually do a video or add to the end of this one how everything turned out. I'll let you know if I actually set on the hair dryer or if it just had enough time to kind of sit. So thanks again for tuning in. If you wait a few moments, I will return with the tape down. Toodles. Until then, bye. Hello. So I am back. I have slept with the rollers and the retwist double strand twist in my locks. So I'm ready to take it down. I did have to wake up this morning. They were still a little bit damp and sit under the dryer. And so what I do is keep my scarf on and sit under the hair dryer. My thought process is that helps to kind of protect my hair a little bit from the heat. Not sure if that's true, but that's just my thought. So anyway, so I'm going to take down my hair. I also went through and oiled my scalp. I use a mixture of apricot oil. I believe I put a little bit of vegetable glycerin in there. What else did I use? Peppermint oil, grapefruit essential oil, and I believe maybe a little bit of lavender. So that's basically what I've been using on my scalp and on my locks. So as you can see, here I am taking them down, and we'll see what happens. So as you can see, this is what my hair looks like, and my hair is still twisted. So if you remember, I did a retwist and did a double strand retwist so that I wouldn't have to use any clips for my hair. I am so sorry for the lighting and the angle. I'll do better. I'm actually ordering my stand this week, so hopefully that will help with my videos. I just didn't want to use any more excuses. Make sure you check out that video about stop making excuses, and maybe a follow-up video to that one. So this is what my hair looks like so far, and I'm trying to decide if I'm just going to leave it in the double strand twist and kind of go with that and then take them out for a couple of days. I don't know, but it looks kind of cute, you know, just like it is. So I may actually keep it here for a little while and then take the twist out. So here is the final product. And my hair feels really soft, and it smells good, of course, because it's clean. No itchy moments. We'll see how the day progresses and if I'm going to keep the twist in. But just kind of want to show you the takedown, wanted to show you the finished product of my retwist and my perm rollers at the end. I didn't want them to be too curly, so I kind of like this curl. Okay, my bad. Not sure what happened. I guess it's trying to tell me to shut up and end the video. But at any rate, thanks for tuning in on this retwist. I'll hopefully put this up this week. And yeah, hope you like it, enjoyed it. If you have any questions, concerns, anything about what I did, how it lasts throughout the week, definitely hit me up and leave a comment below. Looking forward to hearing from you. Have a wonderful day. Toodles. Bye.